Hello and welcome in this video, dear wine grower friends, dear wine and spirit professional. Welcome to this public and useful sharing with professional community of wine and spirit worldwide. So please like and subscribe. We are a small community here and we have a lot to share together. So like me, perhaps you have been watching the Bordeaux Bashing and you watch that the intensity of this Bordeaux Bashing is increasing. Like me, perhaps you certainly have your own interpretation of the phenomenon. And are you ready now? Are you really ready to go further with me in this video? Here I am very direct, it saves a lot of time, and this is how we can move forward together. Are you okay? Okay? Yes, good. So we will work on the Bordeaux Bashing here in 3 points to fully understand it, but to understand the situation is to solve it at 60% already. So first, the first point I want to share with you. Bordeaux Bashing does not date from recent months and the current ecological concern. Two, Bordeaux Bashing is directly linked to the marketing identity of Bordeaux wines that emerged worldwide in the 1980s. And now I am starting to interest you. So the identity of a wine has been my profession for the last 20 years, so inevitably I master it. And the individual or collective identity of a wine is really the basis of the creation of value of this wine, and therefore also of its notoriety and of its sales. And free now, in this identity of Bordeaux, there is a problem because it has been perverted. It is like a veiled wheel. It does not work straight since the beginning, and it's barely invisible at the beginning. And then, after a while, the machine does not move forward anymore. And this is what we are observing now. Even if you don't understand everything of what I am saying here, if you intuitively feel that I am right in this analysis, it's okay. We are just starting here and I will be very synthetic because it saves you time and it's create value. So what is the collective identity of Bordeaux wine? This identity is the castle, le château in French. And behind the castle there are old France value. The value of a family, the value of ownership of its land, of peaceful living near nature. Does that make sense to you? Do you feel, for example, vibrate this family castle? Do you feel le château familial à la française dans un verre de vin de Bordeaux? Do you feel it vibrating in a good Bordeaux wine glass? So imagine, for example, to feel this identity, the table on Sunday in the chateau with the roast chicken on the table and all the little kids running all around. Do you have the image? Do you feel it? There you are. You are connected with this strong and true and timeless identity of this kind of wine. You are connected to the soul of this wine. And now what happened? Now for years, for decades, some industrialize the Bordeaux wine to excess. Some over-financialized it. Some exploit little producer. Some lack respect to this land, to its expression, to its preservation. And then they ride a speculative bubble, for example, and organize, really, if we make a synthesis, a network of abuse and corruption. And do not forget, all of these abuse are based on lies. Small lies at the beginning, like ever, but cumulative lies. A castle, a chateau? Yes, but it's not really a castle. It's a hangar, you know. A family? Yes, behind the castle, but it's not really a family. It's a speculative investment fund or an insurance company. A wine, yes, but it's not really a true and pure wine. It's a blend, a reassembled blend and reblend to fill the hectoliters number needed for this market. And it's a smooth liquid without any soul. And the Chinese customer made the label. And a journalist praise for this wine? Yes, but it's not really true. It was a friend, that journalist, who is also in shareholder of my company, and he wrote this praise in exchange of, you know. Obviously, at some point, this type of system necessarily freak you out. And there, those who have more or less passively pushed the veil will, pretend not to understand what is happening. They don't understand what is happening in Bordeaux. And I am not talking about the Bordeaux unions financed with European money, and I will keep this for the conclusion of this video, so above all, stay until the end. And you see, when I tell you that here we say the thing directly, it's for true, this is for real. So please like and share to wine grower friend, to wine professional. Telling the truth is always the best way to move forward. And I count on your constructive comments below this video. Do you better understand the phenomenon now of Bordeaux bashing? Do you see that it's linked to finance bashing and to a lot of bashing in progress and to come? It is simply linked to the end of an era. With Bordeaux bashing, we can consider the same phenomenon to follow, for example, for industrial brands of champagne. We will see a bashing champagne. We will see industrial brand of spirit bashing too. And this is to continue on this channel. So if this message helps you to better understand and anticipate the phenomenon, I'm happy. But really, my objective is to share with you how to heal by taking care of the individual and collective identity of this wine and this spirit and this champagne, by returning to the true, to the healthy and to the sincere. And for example, the first step is to awaken the soul of your wine. This is what we do first in my clubs. It takes us 45 minutes and we solve problems that often persisted for years and years. And when you do that, immediately it releases. Everything becomes coherent again. And I have, for example, 50 years old clients who are really healed by the process, because it washes the earth, and above all it gives back a lot of energy to rebuild. And this is what we do in my club. We are few. Each year we are 20 in the club, 20, and the members of my club after that sells massively online directly to the final customer without any intermediaries, and in their country, of course, but also on many export countries. And what is massively? Massively is a pallet of wine in one Sunday, in one day, for example, in London. The sale is automatized with the help of algorithms that serve you better than any salesperson. And while you taste your wine at your table with your family, with children around and a tasty chicken on the table, all this is automatic. Isn't this beautiful? So the link for more info are here. And also in the first comment below this video, if you watch it from a mobile, it helps you to have direct access to the link, and you will have much more information on the new wine economy. Jingle! So what about the wine union and interprofession in Bordeaux and over? The whole system, of course, manipulate and divide. And even if it's not say like this openly, and it's like Europe, the fundamental and the deviation are the same, and all this crumble without any struggle now, just because the fundamental are rotten and cannot survive in the current energy evolution. So you just have to wait and to watch and to be patient. God is good and makes the collapse face down in a slow motion. Why? Only to give you the time to evacuate the point of impact when the Tower of Babel falls. This is a nice way to say things here. So anyway, don't expect too much. The most important thing now for you is to take action. Here in my Club 20, we awaken at the soul of your wine. It protects you from any bashing, and it feels good, and above all, it gives you a healthy boost to the value creation of your wine. It creates you an harvesting sales machine. And we are already on waiting list, plus can be available soon, but you need to take action. And really to come back to the truth of our job, to build your economic system on automatic and autonomy basis, are really the future for your wine and for your vineyard. Everything is explained in my Club 20. You have the link below this video. When to take action, yesterday already. So now take action, because it will help you to progress. And happiness for you, for your business, for your vineyard is really in the progression. That's what I wish for you. Cheers.